Welcome. The Cape Lookout Lighthouse, overlooking its namesake cape and its treacherous shoals, is located 10 miles east of the Beaufort, North Carolina inlet. This 163-foot tall brick sentinel, built in 1859 with its characteristic black and white checkerboard markings, are readily visible from the nearby mainland, and its rotating beacon can be seen up to 25 miles at sea. In continuous service since 1863, the lighthouse has been witness to many changes and events on these remote islands. The boom and bust of whaling, tired boat crews hauling long lines and seine nets, daily runs of the all-important mailboat, and much, much more. Fierce storms and their surge has driven openings and closings of the nearby inlet we today call Bardens, directly in the lighthouse's shadow. Formation of the national park and preservation of 56 miles of these barrier islands. And the silent transit of countless mariners and fishermen, most safely, some less so. The lighthouse has been witness to 6 generations or more of wild banker horses who roamed freely throughout these barrier islands. The last 2 generations now calling 9-mile-long Shackelford Banks, immediately to the west, home. The Cape Lookout Lighthouse is seen here from inside the eastern tip of Shackelford Banks, where several grazing harems, descendants of the early Spanish, indigenous Indian, and pioneer horses, continue their centuries-old life cycle on this isolated, beautiful, and mesmerizing piece of paradise. The lighthouse and the 1873 keeper's quarters, as seen from the far eastern tip of Shackelford Banks, just across Bardens Inlet, looking south. The lighthouse seen looking southeast toward the Atlantic Ocean from the Soundside Beach. The lighthouse, constructed with 600,000 bricks, has an outside diameter of 28 feet 7 inches at the base, tapering to 12 feet 1 inch diameter at the top, weighs 2,500 tons, and is seen from its base in front of the keeper's quarters. A view into the lighthouse lantern room from outside, standing on the wrought iron gallery, which is 207 steps up from ground level. The lighthouse lantern was upgraded in 1975 with a 1,000-watt, 800,000 candle power pair of back-to-back airport beacons mounted on a turntable, continuously rotating at 2 RPM, giving an apparent light flash every 15 seconds. This replaced the 1856 first-order Fresnel lens, which was temporarily retired until operationally needed in 1994 by the Southeast Lighthouse at Block Island, Rhode Island. The original Cape Lookout lens, having survived the war between the states and over a century of service to mariners, is still at work today. The 1873 keeper's quarters, renovated in 1990, as seen from overhead, standing on the lighthouse gallery looking north. The National Park Service Light Station Visitor Center at Cape Lookout, Educational Programs Pavilion, and restrooms as seen from overhead, standing on the lighthouse gallery looking east. The lighthouse is seasonally open for climbing mid-May through mid-September, Wednesdays through Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 3:45 p.m., and on selected holiday weekend Sundays. Tickets are required and purchased at the Light Station Visitor Center on Cape Lookout. Contact the National Park Service for full details at nps.gov. The majestic Cape Lookout Lighthouse stands watch over visitors, vacationers, fishermen, mariners, and the free-spirited wild banker horses of Shackelford Banks. I'm Captain Richard. I hope you enjoyed your tour. Thank you for stopping by.